The humble traffic cone, a staple of urban safety with which you are no doubt familiar. But you may be surprised at just how much there is to learn about this iconic roadside guardian. I've been studying traffic cones for almost 35 years, and today I'm here to reveal some of the secrets of the mighty pylon. Traffic cones were first domesticated in the 1940s, after the first wild population was discovered in the Montana wilderness. Thanks to their reclusive nature, the cone's existence was, until that point, mere folklore. Most people had never even heard of them. Sought after for their unusual fluorescent coloring and charming shape, word spread quickly. As more and more cones were removed from their natural habitats and placed into human-controlled environments, it soon became apparent that cones were able to reproduce with remarkable speed. Within months, what began as a handful of cones being kept on a small plot of land just outside Los Angeles turned into hundreds, thousands, loose in the city streets. Although cones are, by any metric, harmless, the citizens' displeasure at their numbers led to a county-wide cone roundup initiative. Residents were incentivized to collect cones by the dozens, with cash prizes being distributed to those who could net 100 or more. It was around this time that one man came up with an idea that would prove revolutionary. James Pylon, a rancher from Southern California, was visiting LA at the time of the cone outbreak. Known to his friends as Jimmy Pie, he found himself enraptured by the vagrant cones. He longed to see the conflict between human and cone blossom into a mutually beneficial relationship. He considered the cone's docile nature, their eye-catching coloration, and their innate tendency to guard. He recalled his younger sister's tragic fate of falling into an unmarked manhole. All at once, the answer was obvious. Jimmy Pie's vision of the traffic cone spread like wildfire over the next few years. Today, cones populate practically every major city in the world. They warn us of hazards, they stop us from wandering, and they remind us to give road workers a respectable berth. From cities to neighborhoods, from urban to suburban, dutiful cones sit diligently, performing their jobs 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, flawlessly blending into a world of overwhelming visual stimulation. While the cone's presence has been an undeniable boon for humanity, one may wonder, what's in it for the cone? While other domesticated animals receive food and shelter via their relationships with humans, the traffic cone is without need of either. How then can we provide anything to them which might elevate our relationship to that of symbiotic harmony? Much like a herding dog is eager to herd, cones are biologically driven to guard. Be it potholes, lane closures, traffic accidents, parked vehicles, or fallen branches, a cone is at its happiest standing stoically in front of something. In fact, the cone's protective instinct is so strong that it will remain at its post no matter what, even at the cost of its own well-being. An added benefit of their relationship with humans is that we are able to intervene before a cone harms itself on the job. Unfortunately, with few federal regulations in place to protect them, cones suffer widely mistreatment at the hands of humans. The cone's mild disposition and sedentary lifestyle make it an easy target for exploitation and neglect. Certainly you may have seen cones abandoned by the side of the road, left to fade in the sun. There are many ways to identify a cone in distress. Damage to the carapace, cracks, holes, tire tracks, all are clear signs that a cone is being taken advantage of. While a dirty cone is not necessarily an unhappy cone, it can be an indicator of poor quality care. A professional working with cones should strive to keep them clean. This will, in turn, allow the cones to do their job as efficiently as possible. Reports of floppy cone syndrome, a disease in which the tip of the cone droops to the side, much like the dorsal fin of a dolphin in a too small enclosure, have increased in recent years. While it's important to be able to determine whether or not a cone is in distress, it's almost never recommended that the average citizen intervene. It is instead advised to look into local cone rescue organizations and report injured or sick cones to them. The traffic cone is a magnificent species whose contributions to our society have gone unsung for decades. While I've only covered a small portion of all there is to learn about them in this video, I hope it's instilled in you a greater sense of appreciation for these dedicated workers and all they do to keep us safe. And while it isn't all perfect, at the end of the day, humans have given countless cones the opportunity to thrive. And in doing so, we've helped to realize the world that Jimmy Pie dreamt of all those years ago.